while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire.
Hey everyone, so today we're going to be doing shimmery gold eyes and coral lips. I like to call it sparkling lemonade and watermelon. Of course, we're going to be starting with a clean face. The only thing I've done is my brows. And I'm going to conceal my lids now with LA Girl's Pro Concealer in Cool Tan. And this is just so I can have a blank canvas to work with when I apply any eyeshadows. And I'm blending that out with a Sigma Precision brush. So all this is really to do is to conceal any discolorations you may have, even if you don't, just so you can have a blank canvas. Then I'm going to set that with Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in Blanc. And I'm using a Sonia Kashuk brush. You can find these brushes at Target. But I just like to do this so that my powders, like the eyeshadows, could blend better. This really helps with that. So the next color I'm going in with is Anastasia Beverly Hills Burnt Orange. Now this to me is more of a peachy orange, and I'm using my Sigma E40 to blend that out. What you're going to try to do is make like a gradient effect of this shadow, because this is going to help you transition all of your browns that you'll be using. And you'll see when I'm done, there's a nice gradient effect of the peachy orange on my lids. So there you go. You see how that gradient is there? Now I'm going in with a more orangey brown color. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills Morocco, and I'm placing that right under the burnt orange with my Sigma E40 brush. Notice I keep blending it out and making sure the colors, you know, fade into each other. You want to make an ombre like effect. And then I'm going to go in to deepen up that crease with two colors. One, the darker color, is Chocolatier by Coastal Scents. And the other shade is Sienna by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I just mixed those two colors on my Sigma E25. And I'm using those two colors to halo around the gold color that I'll be using. Now, not necessarily literally halo like most eye looks do, but halo meaning like a warm ring around it. And I'm just using my E40 to blend out the harsh edges around that. Then I'm going in with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. And I'm using a concealer brush because they have synthetic bristles. You kind of want to use synthetic brushes when you work with creams or liquids or whatever like that. And the color I'm going in with is Coastal Scents Gold Strike. It's not as yellow as it appears on the screen. I'm using MAC 242 to apply that color. I love using this brush to apply colors and shape out, you know, the lid color. And I just think it works really well for that. So I'm just using that MAC 242 to shape out the lid color, and I'm doing that on both eyes. I'll keep looking at them because my eyes are different. One is a little bit more hooded than the other one, so I just keep working with the shape and making sure it's rounded for each eye. Then I'm going to blend out the edges using my Sigma E40. Again, like I said, I love this brush for blending out colors, so that's basically what I'm doing here, making sure there's no blunt edges. And now I'm going in with my favorite foundation. This is Revlon's Colorstay in Caramel. As you can see, it really like perfectly matches my skin. I use a Real Techniques beauty sponge to blend this out. I use the flat side for foundation, and I use the pointed side for concealer. Now the concealer I'm using is, of course, the LA Colors Pro Concealer in Cool Tan. That's what I use to highlight my brow bone. And then I'm going in with LA Colors Pro Concealer in Dark Cocoa. And I'm making it go around all the areas that I highlight, because once I blend that out, it's going to look like my highlight is like I'm really glowing. Like it makes it stand out more, makes it look more haloed. I know I keep using that word, but that's kind of like what you're doing. You see how it looks, you know, very blended, very glowy towards the center of my face because I added that darker concealer around it. So after that, I'm going to take my Nye Luxury Powder in Banana and set all of the areas that I highlighted, which are basically my T-zone areas, under my eyes, you know, kind of like my cheek area, my nose, my forehead, and my chin. And I also like to set, even though I did it off camera, the sides of my nose, because the sides of my nose get really oily and for some reason just always sweat whenever I wear makeup. Now I'm going in with MAC's Blunt Blush, and I'm using that to set the areas that I applied the LA Girls Pro Concealer in Dark Cocoa. And then I'm taking my MAC Select Sheer Powder in NC45 and a kabuki brush and buffing all of that in. And this is really going to give you an airbrushed look. I don't know, just something about when I use this. I got this tip from Wayne Goss, who got it from Fiza, from Sonia and Fiza on Instagram. I'll list all of that information down below. But it gives you a really airbrush look, as you can see here. Then I'm going to go back to my eyes and start working on my under eye area. Now I took Sienna and I just used a pencil brush. I got this from the beauty supply store. I blended that color under on my lower lid, and then I went in with NYX Wonder Pencil. I think this is in medium, and I lined my waterline with that just to make my eyes seem more open. Now I'm going in with Makeup Geek's Americano eyeshadow on a Sigma flat definer brush. I'll list the name down below. And then I use, of course, my favorite eyeliner, Maybelline's gel liner in Black It's Black. And I did some wing liner and just applied some mascara. Now because I'm going to be wearing false lashes, it really doesn't matter which mascara I use. But in case anybody wants to know, I'm using Revlon's Grow Luscious mascara, and the lashes I'm using are House of Lashes Iconics. They aren't my faves. My faves are Cocoa Lashes Maryland, but I use these in the meanwhile. Now, while my lash glue is drying, I'm going to use Milani's blush in Coral Cove. This is a Morphe blush brush from their Gunmetal collection. I'll list it down below. And then I'm using Carli Bybel's palette with a fan brush that's also from Morphe. And I'm going to use the bronze color and the gold color, mix those together and highlight my cheekbones. And now that I've done that, I'm pretty sure my lashes have dried, so I'm going to curl my lashes with the lash curler, blend in my real lashes and my false lashes. And this is really good to do if you have straight long lashes like I do that tend to stick out from lashes. But anyway, I'm going to conceal my lips and highlight my cupid's bow. I used the Carli Bybel palette for that. Then I'm going to line my lips with NYX's lip pencil in brown. And remember, I told you to do this if you have a deeper skin tone and you're going to apply a light color. This helps it not to look washed out and look more natural. Then I'm going to go in with Gerard Cosmetics Nude Lip Gloss. And I'm just going to press my lips together to make it blend better with the lip liner. Then I'm going to go over that with Gerard Cosmetics Rose Hill Lip Gloss. And this is what's going to give it that nice coral touch. So you may be thinking, why hasn't she highlighted her nose? I like to do that after I apply Fix Plus. This gives me a nice glow. And then I highlight the tip of my nose. Now these are the same two colors I use for my Cupid's bow. And I just blend that out. And then we're all done. This is the finished makeup look, but now let's go on to the hair. So as you can see, I have shrinkage, or my hair gets a little matted after twist out, and I like to stretch my hair. So I take a afro pick and I pick at my roots and fluff my ends, pull at my ends a little bit to get it untangled and unmatted, and that's how you get this, the before and the after. Length found.
Creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire.
So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at Samirah Gilli.